All right, welcome everyone to today's session here. This is Nico Moreno, and I see we've got a bunch of people online already, so welcome everyone who's here right now. While we're waiting for the rest to join us, over there down in the bottom, you're also going to see a chat bubble. So if you've got a question, you can just click over there in the little chat bubble, and it'll open right up, and you'll be able to type in your question and press enter, and you'll be able to send the question over to me and my team. All right, and I can see we've got more people piling in and joining us. So we've got Peter, welcome Peter. Linda here, we've got Joanne, Jessica, Rob, Danica, Lawrence, Renee, welcome Megan, welcome Lee. We've got Marika here. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. And I cannot wait to deliver an awesome presentation for you guys today. So the title of today's webinar is How a Simple Chatbot Can Build a Big Downline of Bright, Motivated Top Producers for You. And what we're going to be doing on this webinar today is I'm going to show you how the hottest tool on the internet can automatically build a big team for you 24/7 all around the clock. So I'm excited to be on here with you guys today. We've got a value-packed webinar training for you just ahead right now. Now, before we move into our session, I want to thank and acknowledge each and every one of you for being here with me today. I know you've got a busy schedule, as do I, and I appreciate you blocking off this chunk of time to spend with me on here today and for trusting me enough to teach you this valuable information. And my goal here for us today is to show you how you can build a big downline of bright, motivated top producers for your business, all using a simple and completely automated chatbot. Okay, so for those of you who are on here with me right now and you're wanting to build a big team, you want to make a great income, and you want to truly make a difference in the lives of others, then this presentation is going to be an absolute game changer for you. And I know that can sound like a bit of a claim, but just with the people who I've worked with and helped implement this exact information that you're going to be seeing with me here today, they've been able to completely transform their business just in 6 months, and in some cases, a lot less than that. And I'm going to show you some case studies here on today's session of different people who have done that and different ways that they've been using these chatbots to grow their business as well. So I truly am excited for you. I cannot wait to deliver this incredible presentation for you here today. And for those of you who are watching here today, I know that this can absolutely be a turning point for you in your business if you just take what you learn and you implement it in your business today. Now, some of you may be wondering if you're in the right place. So if you are someone who you love your product and you love your company, but you're just struggling to find business builders, right? If you're someone who finds yourself feeling uncomfortable when you're trying to approach new people about your opportunity. So maybe you've been taught how to pitch or how to sell in just a way that feels, very salesy. Again, you're frustrated with feeling salesy. Or if you're someone who's doing okay, but you want to just grow your business even faster, right? So you want to become a leader within your company or scale up to 6 or even 7 figures in your business, then you are absolutely in the right place. All right, so if that sounds exciting to you, if that's just getting you excited and pumped up for today's session, go ahead, type down yes in the chat box down below in the chat bubble. All right, so we've got a lot of responses coming in from Aaron, Hazel, Jackie, Danica, Rob, Megan. Awesome, you guys. I'm so glad to see that you're so excited about this, and I'm really excited to over-deliver for you on today's session. So on this webinar, you'll learn 3 incredible secrets, and I want these to be very valuable and actionable for you guys. So the first secret that we've got here today is why most home business owners never make it to the top. And instead, I'm going to show you an actionable strategy that you can implement so that you can completely step around this and really accelerate your success. I'm also going to teach you why selling your opportunity can be such a challenge and the number 1 trick to solve this problem instantly. So if you're here, likely a lot of you are finding it a bit challenging to sell your opportunity in some situations. And this trick is going to allow you to solve that immediately. It's very simple and very effective. And finally, I'm going to show you our simple, proven chatbot flow that sells your opportunity for you and grows your team really automatically. So moving into these a bit deeper, I'm going to show you why most home business owners never end up making it to the top and what you can do instead to avoid these common mistakes, especially the number 1 most common mistake that most people make when they're trying to recruit. And I do want to just remind you, you are absolutely not alone. I'm also going to be showing you why selling your opportunity can just feel like such a challenge, and one quick trick to solve this problem instantly. And that's because the old method of selling is very ineffective. And although it's been taught over and over for years and years, it really does need to be phased out. So I'm going to be showing you a new way here on today's webinar that is going to get people literally begging you for more information and get them excited and ready to sign up to join your team. And you can see this picture over here on the right of the lady. What I really want for you guys here on this webinar is to have, this sort of light bulb moment, this aha moment. I want you to walk away from this webinar really having a big shift in the direction that you're going to be going moving forward. And finally, and this is the most important thing that we're going to be covering on today's webinar, you're going to be learning our simple, proven chatbot flow that literally sells your opportunity for you and grows your team for you. So I'm going to be showing you what to say and how to word it. I'm also going to be addressing, do you need technical or coding skills to build your first chatbot? So I'm going to be addressing that and showing you how you can get around all that technical and coding knowledge and build it in a simple drag and drop builder that requires really no tech skills at all. You don't have to be a technical person. I'm also going to be showing you plenty of case studies and examples, and you can use these strategies immediately to boost your own results. And we can see over here on the left, this is an example of someone who I've helped implement chatbots into his own business. Okay, so he was able to generate $135,000 just in 1 month, which is absolutely incredible, right? Like, a lot of people would be happy to make that in 1 year, and he was able to make this in 1 month using the strategies that I'm going to be teaching you here on today's webinar. What I want to show you how to do is when you use these skills and these methods, you're going to notice that people will start to come to you, excited to sign up and excited for more information. And the power of this tool and why it can be such a big game changer for you in your business and in your life is because this allows you to not have to work so many late nights and weekends, using these outdated and ineffective methods that, quite frankly, are not getting the results that you desire. So just imagine for a second how cool it would be if instead of you sitting on, let's say on your Facebook account, having a one-on-one conversation with someone who's interested and wants to join your team, what if your chatbot could be having that exact same conversation for you with 100 different prospects at the exact same time, while you're sitting back doing nothing, going about your day and enjoying your time, spending with your family or spending outdoors. So that's the power in this system and what I'm going to be showing you today. And when you put these methods to work in your business, you will be able to get more bright, motivated all-stars coming to you. Like I said, they'll be coming to you for more information. And what that translates to and what that really means for you is having more freedom, right? Having more freedom, income, and impact in your business and in your life. And big picture, what I really want for you here today is instead of this feeling of being stuck or feeling uncertain and just feeling, quite frankly, exhausted, I want to help you accelerate your success and see results even sooner with all of these methods. So when you put these methods into place, that's exactly the outcome that you're going to experience. Now, this webinar can really be a game changer for you today, but there are a few things that I'm going to need from you in order to make that happen. Okay, so again, please be sure that you're taking notes. I also want to ask you to please give me 100% of your attention. X out of any tabs. If you have any other tabs open in your browser, please close those down now. And of course, I can give you the best information, the best game plan, and the best tools and strategies to grow your business. But what you still need to do is you need to actually apply this information in your business immediately if you want to see results. All right, so if you can do these things, this webinar can really be a game changer for you today. And be sure you stay till the end of the webinar because I've got a very cool bonus for all of you here today. It's 100% free as my gift to you for joining me here on today's session. It's very quick to set up, and this is just going to save you a lot of time and a lot of potential confusion so that you can easily implement everything that you're learning here on the session today. And again, that's 100% free when you stay till the end of the webinar, just as my gift to you for being here with me. And if you love what you learn on today's session and you want to take it further, I've also got an incredible coaching program called the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that offer later on in the presentation. But students who are going through this program and implementing it inside their business are getting absolutely incredible results. And many of them are increasing their business by as much as 40 to 100% in just 60 days. So it's been an absolute game changer for the students inside this program. And I'm also going to tell you how to get a special discount that I've put together just for you, just for webinar attendees. So I'm going to tell you a little more about this offer later on in the presentation. So many of you on the session today may already know who I am, but for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Nico Moreno, and I'm quickly going to go through just a little bit about my background here today. I am a speaker, a business coach, and a business mentor. And I actually started out working in sales in the Silicon Valley area. So for those of you who are familiar with Silicon Valley, it's right outside of San Francisco, up in Northern California. So I lived in that area. And after that, I realized I was really more interested in marketing, the marketing side of things. So I ended up moving into a couple marketing technology companies. And I quickly realized that I really had this entrepreneurial drive. I would always find myself working, nights and weekends on projects that I actually enjoyed outside of work and outside of my regular day job. So I eventually realized that what I needed to do was to create my own path in life and start my own business. So that's exactly what I did. I left my day job behind. I started my own business and actually moved to Japan, where I was fortunate enough to be able to work from my laptop. I also recently received the top 1% conversion marketer of 2017 award, which I'm incredibly proud of. And that's what led me to launch Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs. And the reality is the reason why I'm doing this, and one of the big draws for me towards entrepreneurship, towards starting my own business, was having the freedom to work from home or anywhere in the world as well. So right now, I know probably a lot of you in the audience love this too, but I'm just sitting here on a Saturday. I'm actually working from my laptop from my home office, and I'm able to do that because of this business and this lifestyle. And that is one of the things that I'm so fortunate and so grateful to have in my life. I'm sure you can relate to that just feeling of convenience and flexibility that having a home business allows you. And the truth is, I owe all of this to committing to chatbot marketing. Okay, so there was a time in my life where I tried a bunch of different things and nothing really worked for me, but I didn't start to see success until I buckled down and committed to just one method that I was going to focus all my efforts on. Okay, so this is actually a picture of my mom and I at my college graduation. So I kind of did the whole, the college, get a safe desk job. I did that whole route. But I quickly realized that I was entrepreneurial at heart, and I was an entrepreneur, and I was meant to go out in the world and carve my own path. So I eventually quit once I just realized that I had had enough and that it was not for me. But the one thing that I did was I just made the biggest mistake. And maybe a lot of you can relate to this. I don't think it's just me, but one thing that I did was I tried way too many different things. Okay, so I tried affiliate marketing, I tried blogging, I tried a bunch of different ways to try and create my own source of income online. And the problem that I just really ran into was that I was not staying focused on one business, or my one business model that I already had working. And so because of that, I really was just having a roller coaster income. And that's something that a lot of new business owners really run into, right? They don't have faith in that one business, that one product, that one thing that they just know can work, but they're not seeing those results just yet. And so they try a whole bunch of different things, and it actually ends up hurting much more than it does helping. So this is a picture of me working. This is my desk setup, my work setup, here actually in my parents' garage. So you can see my laptop over there on the desk, and my notebook and my whiteboard. And you can also see the dog dish, the dog bowl over there in the left as well. So what this really did, though, what this meant for me is this was a clear signal that trying too many things and that not staying focused was really not getting me the results I wanted. And it was at this point in my life where I really felt like I hit rock bottom. And I felt like a complete failure. And I just kept telling myself, well, wondering, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Like, why am I so different? And why am I the person who's not getting results? While all these other people who seem to be doing the same thing, while all these other people who are doing the same thing as me, they're getting results in their business. They're making money. They're having freedom. They're living that lifestyle that I wanted to live. And it was at that point when I really hit a wall, right? Because I knew I could be successful. I just knew it. I had that faith and I had that belief in myself. But I just didn't know the how, right? I always felt like there was this missing piece, kind of a missing link between where I was right now and where I wanted to go, 6 months or 12 months down the road, right? I just didn't have the how. And that's when I tried using simple chatbots. And it was at that point, like that was the absolute game changer for me, okay? Because what I realized is chatbots are absolutely simple, and they really made it possible for me to completely remove myself from the whole prospecting and selling aspect of my business, which made a tremendous difference. Because I don't know about you, but for me, that was the single most frustrating part of business. It was stressful. I felt like I didn't know what to say. I always felt like I was being salesy and just being like ingenuine. And it made it so hard for me to reach the levels of success and income that I wanted in my business because I couldn't figure out a way to get around this whole idea of prospecting and selling, right? So tell me if anyone, I see a couple people are piping in the comments, but if that sounds like you and if you can relate to those feelings, please do let me know. I've got Marika here who says, yes, I hate selling. And Rob who says, yep, I feel the same way. Jessica, Joanne, okay. So I knew I wasn't alone here. And I think a lot of people, especially when they're first starting out trying to grow their business, they really do struggle with this whole idea of prospecting and selling an opportunity, selling a product. Even though it's a great product and it's likely something that you're really happy about and you believe in, but you just don't really enjoy the whole prospecting part. And so that's kind of when I had my light bulb moment, right? Once I realized that this formula was working and it would allow me to remove myself from that piece of my business, which I really didn't enjoy, without spending, frustrating hours and nights and weekends doing all of this on my own, right? Because the reality is we all have 24 hours in a day. Everyone's got the same amount of time in a day. And the top earners that you're looking up to, they're not working more hours. A lot of them are working much less, in fact. And it's because they have these systems and they have these tools in place to work for them. So I thought to myself, these are the parts of my business where I'm really, really struggling, right? I didn't like doing the selling and I didn't like doing the closing. Absolutely not. And not only did I not like it, but I found I was not particularly good at it either. And so this is the simple plan right here on the screen, right before your eyes, that really allows me to have this level of freedom and this level of impact in my business and in my life. And this is all from using this simple little tool called Chatbots that you're learning with me here today. So I want you to walk away from today's session with something useful, something tangible, and something that you feel confident that you can implement in your business and get real impact and real results. All right, so who's ready to learn this? Who's ready to dive right in and get started? If you're excited for today's session, go ahead, let me know down in the chat box below. I would love to see your responses. And we've got a couple people writing in here. We've got Renee, Megan, Lee, Marika says, bring it. We've got Aaron, Hazel, Jackie. I love this enthusiasm, you guys. So thank you so much for participating with me here. And I've worked really hard on this presentation to make sure that it gives you the information that you need, as well as the inspiration to go out and make this happen in your guys' businesses today. All right, so for secret number 1, we've got why most home business owners never make it to the top and what you should do instead. So this is going to help you leap past that big mistake that often holds many home business owners behind. The next thing we're going to move into is why selling your opportunity can be such a challenge. And I'm going to show you the number 1 trick to solve this problem instantly. It's very, very simple, and yet it's something that so many people, myself included, used to get stuck on. The third thing we're going to move into is how one simple, proven chatbot flow, I'm going to show you guys how this is going to sell your opportunity and grow your team for you. So what this does is it's going to help you grow a big team of top producers for you. It's going to do all the hard parts for you. And this does work in any niche, in any business, or any product line, okay? So whether you're selling skincare products, clothing, candles, make money online opportunities, anything like that, this simple, proven chatbot flow is going to help you sell more product and grow your team at the very same time. So let's move right into the first question right now, which is why most home business owners never make it to the top and what you should do instead. So having been in this business for many years, I've seen so many different people try so many different things and never really make it. They always end up getting stuck. And it's because they're using the same outdated methods. And it's really unfortunate because if they had the right solution, if they just had the right method, you know, their heart was in it, they had a great product or a great company, but if they just had the right method, that would help them catapult their business into the profit zone and start making a bigger impact, a bigger income. Now, when I first got started, I fell into this trap too. And so I want you guys to know that if this sounds like you at all, you're not alone, because this is something that I personally have gone through back when I was first getting started. So what I did was, I did the traditional route. I did what everyone told me to do. I got, flyers, posters, and I would go out on the street. I'll never forget, there was this little coffee shop about 2 blocks away from where I lived. And I asked if it would be okay if I could leave my business cards there and also put up a flyer with a phone number and a little bit of information about me and how people could get in contact with me. And they looked at me a little bit weird, but eventually they said yes. And so I was able to put up my flyer there, and I was so excited. It was my very first place. And I was like, all right, cool, we're getting somewhere. And I just remember going back in there about 2 or 3 days later, and there was already someone else's poster pinned on top of mine. And I just remember it made me feel so defeated. It just made me feel, so weak and powerless. The other thing I tried to do was to just do everything in person, right? So I was walking around on foot. It was, of course, very, very slow. And, trying to focus my efforts by meeting and speaking with just one person at a time. Although it seemed like such a great idea at the time, it really did take so much time and effort for very little reward, right? Because a lot of times people, they're not really ready to make that sort of a decision the very first time you walk up to them, especially if you've never met them before, right? It can feel a little bit pushy, it can feel a little salesy, and it's also, quite frankly, it can just feel scary. So I wasted so much time and effort just trying to do this all one-on-one, one by one. And, I asked my friends, my family, and my network for referrals. And again, please raise your hand or comment down in the chat box below if you can relate to this, because I know it was not just me, right? So I would ask all my friends, all my family, and just everyone, hey, I'm starting this really cool business. Do you know anyone who might be interested or who might benefit from this? But after all that time, after, kind of humiliating myself, putting myself out there in front of family, friends, and asking them to reach out to their contacts for me, only one person out of all of those became a sale. I started to question myself and doubt myself and wonder, is this really going to work? Or is there really more to the story, right? Like, are there things that, others are doing that they're just not telling me about? Like, this cannot be the only way, right? And this was 2 months in, by the way. So after a solid 2 months of going out there pitching in person, doing all this footwork, going into the stores, networking with cold prospects, as well as warm referrals from my network, I only had one sale to show for it. And at that point, I was just depleted. I started asking myself, is this just me? Like, is it really just me? Like, why can't I do this right? When I see all these others out there having success, getting results, growing their businesses, and having a great time doing it, it just really started to make me question my abilities as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, right? This was something that I was so certain about, something that I knew I wanted to have my own business. I knew I wanted to have this freedom of time and freedom of location, as well as freedom of income. But I was like, gosh, I'm several months into this. I'm doing everything. I'm doing what people are telling me to do, and I'm still not getting very good results. So is this really for me? So I had spent so much time and effort just reaching out to a bunch of different people. But here's the root of the problem. Here's why this was so ineffective for me, right? Because I didn't know if they were interested or not. I would just be approaching anyone who was willing to give me the time of day, really. Anyone who was willing to look me in the eye and actually hear me out when I was, telling them about my business. But at the end of the day, I was just horribly ineffective at this, and most of the people just ignored me. And worse than that, my friends and family started to get bugged by what I was doing, and especially, reaching out to them multiple times and repeatedly asking for help. They really did start to get bugged, and I started to get on their nerves. And it was at that point when I realized that I needed to use fresh methods that weren't outdated. So I started to realize, as if my results were not enough to tell me, my lack of results were not enough to tell me, I started to realize that the methods that I was using and the outreach strategies and marketing strategies that I was using for my business were not working at all. And what I really needed to do was use fresh methods, use new marketing strategies to help grow my business and to really leverage the new tools and the new skills that we have in our marketplace today, right? So I realized that what I needed to do was I needed to find a way to reach more people with my message so that they could come to me. And I started to realize that it was places like social media and really a combination of all these different online platforms that could get my message and get my business and get my opportunity in front of so many more people without me having to do it all one-on-one and in person. And that sounded great, but the thing was that I needed a way to do this effectively, right? Because when you look at all the people who are, at the top of their industry, all the leaders out there, they had people coming to them, right? It was not the other way around. You never saw Tony Robbins or, any of the big players out there going out and pitching people, right? They always had an influx of new prospects and new interested customers coming to them. So what I really wanted and the solution that I was searching for at the time was just a way to reach more people in less time and to get those interested prospects raising their hand and coming to me. And so again, I started to notice, the top people out there in the business niche, the top people out there in the entrepreneurship world, such as Tony Robbins, such as Robert Kiyosaki and Bob Proctor. All these people who you've probably heard of before, right? Or many of you have likely heard of Tony Robbins or Robert Kiyosaki. But all these people, they had people reaching out to them. They had people flocking over to them, wanting to work with them, begging to work with them and to learn from them, right? So I noticed this pattern out there that all the big guys, they were getting prospects to come to them, right? So didn't matter if it was cold prospects or warm prospects, they were lining up to speak to them. So that's what I realized, right? I realized that these people were sort of acting like a big magnet. They were drawing people in almost automatically with their message, with their charisma, and with their just what seemed like natural born leadership. And as soon as I realized this, I kind of had another aha moment, right? I realized that these people were positioning themselves in a way that allowed them to draw in new and interested prospects without having to do anything pushy, without having to do anything salesy, and without having to do, the traditional old, quote unquote, tried and true methods, right? And so what this method is called is this is attraction marketing, right? So this is where you essentially are acting like a magnet. You're drawing people in to your business. You're drawing interested prospects, the right types of people who are going to be passionate about your product, passionate about your company, and passionate about helping you grow your team, right? So that's what attraction marketing is all about. So with attraction marketing, there's no more old, outdated methods that, quite frankly, don't work and also require a huge amount of time and effort, right? So with attraction marketing, they come to you, right? Your interested prospects and your potential new customers, they're the ones who are seeking you out. They're seeking your attention. They're the ones who are asking you questions because they're interested to know more. And it's way more effective as well, right? We're seeing people close as much as 40% more prospects just from using an attraction marketing strategy and an attraction marketing standpoint. You can kind of think of this as a mindset, right? Instead of having that old, outdated mindset of, going out there on foot, hustling, grinding. And that's not to say that you don't need to work hard, right? Certainly not. But with attraction marketing, it's so much more effective because you're generating an interest in those prospects that feels organic to them. And it causes them to come to you and seek you out and not the other way around. So we're seeing people close up to 40% more prospects using these methods. So that was secret number 1, which is attraction marketing. And again, I told you at the beginning of the session, I really want this to be valuable and actionable for you. So what I want to do next is I want to share a case study and an example that's actually going to help you sort of illustrate this and see how this might be working in your own business. So let's take a look at Tanner here, Tanner from Houston, Texas. And I still remember when I first met Tanner. We actually met on Facebook in a Facebook group. And one of the first things that I was completely blown away about was how big of a following he had, right? So I still remember looking at all of his pages on social media. And I remember he had about 104,000 Instagram followers. He had 68,000 likes on his Facebook page. And he was getting 3 to 4 sales for his own business per week, right? And he had 5 to 6 calls per day. So at that point, he was already swamped. And so the reason that was happening is because Tanner was using this attraction marketing strategy, and attraction marketing really more of a mindset, right? So what he did was he positioned himself on social media as the expert, as the go-to person in his niche and in his industry. And with such a big social media following, he was able to get people writing into him and messaging him, asking for more information, asking about what he does, and asking about how they can get started with it too, right? And so just from this alone, just from his social media accounts, he was able to get about 3 to 4 sales per week for his business. And he was usually booking about 5 to 6 calls per day. So he was completely swamped. And this is because Tanner was using this attraction marketing strategy to bring new and interested prospects into his business automatically, right? So he was the one who was positioned as the expert, and these other interested prospects, they would raise their hand and they would say, "Hey, Tanner, I want to learn more. So what can you tell me about this? Can you help me a little bit more?" And then a certain percentage of those prospects would convert into sales and into customers for Tanner's business. So you can see how effective this attraction marketing strategy really can be. Because when you position yourself as the expert and the go-to person in your niche, then it really just starts to happen automatically, right? You don't have to be the one to always reach out in the first place. They're already interested in what you're doing, and they're the ones reaching out and making that initial contact. So again, secret number 1 is all about attraction marketing. And the reality is that most people just do the opposite. Because the old methods, that's just what people have been taught for so long. And again, I'm going to stress this because I can't stress it enough, really. If you want to have success, you need to do what the big dogs do, right? You need to be doing the same things and using the same methods that the big players out in your industry are doing, right? And you'll notice the people who are really, really big and very successful in business, they're all using this attraction marketing strategy. That just about wraps up secret number 1, which is why most home business owners never make it to the top and what you can do instead. So now we're going to move on to secret number 2, which is why selling your opportunity can be such a challenge, and one trick to solve this problem instantly. So I'm going to show you how you can step around this, and I also want to reassure you that everyone struggles with this, okay? Everyone, even top business leaders, they struggle with this at one point or another, but they've just learned the skills to make this not so much of a challenge, but rather an opportunity for them to continue to grow their business. A lot of first-time home business owners really do struggle with trying to sell their opportunity, trying to convey that enthusiasm that you felt when you first joined your company or first started selling your product. You're trying to convey that in your prospects, the people who you're speaking with too. And I know when I was starting out in the world of entrepreneurship, this is the number 1 thing that held me back as well, right? So how many of you guys use this phrase, to try to book appointments with people who you think may be interested in your product or may be interested in joining your team. So the problem with this phrase, and the problem with the whole idea around this in general, is a lot of the people who would be perfect to join your team and who would be very, very interested and really the perfect candidates, many are parents or many are doing this sort of as a side hustle, or at least at first. And it's not always the case that they're able to jump in 100%. So a lot of people are juggling multiple priorities and other things, other areas of their life that they need to keep going as well. And that gives them just really a lot on their plate and way too much to do, which unfortunately at the end of the day makes it very hard for them to actually end up connecting with you, right? So let's say you're trying to book a million different conversations at once and all across different social media platforms, whether it's email, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn even. You've got your own busy lives and your own busy schedules, and it's very easy to lose track and to let so many perfectly good opportunities fall through the cracks. And at the end of the day, all this does is leave you feeling overwhelmed and stressed. And I actually remember telling my business coach at the time, I told her, Sarah, I thought this business was supposed to give me freedom, but I ended up spending every hour of every day trying to follow up with people. I was so stressed out. I don't think that it's just me. I think a lot of you here with me on this session today, you might be experiencing something similar. And the reality is the complete opposite of what I wanted, right? So why I joined or why I started my own business in the first place is because I wanted to have more time freedom. I wanted to be able to have location freedom, take really cool vacations across the world, and be able to support myself and make great money too, while spreading a mission that I was proud of and that I was excited about. So again, I want you guys to type down in the chat bubble down there, let me know if you can relate to that. Because I would bet that there are a few people out there too who might be in similar situations, who you were all excited about, having more time freedom and more income as well. All right, so we've got Annette saying, yep. Andrew says yes. Monique says yes, absolutely. We've got Aaron, Jackie, Rob. Okay, all you guys are understanding. All you guys can relate. I know it's not very fun when you're kind of at the beginning, or you're kind of in the first couple weeks or couple months of your home business, and you're really not seeing any results. And yet you are seeing that increased workload, right? So I'm going to show you guys how I was able to get around this, how I was able to escape that tricky situation. So here's a quick diagram of the old way, the old way of doing things, the way that left me feeling constantly stressed with little results to show for it. So this is how it would work. We had the prospect over there on the left. The prospect would have a conversation with me, and then ultimately, assuming that they were a good fit or they wanted to either buy my product or join my team, then I would make a sale, right? And now we've got the new way right here, and this is what absolutely changed my life, okay? So this is the absolute game changer and what I'm so excited to teach you on the session here today. So instead of having, I'm gonna go back to the previous slide, instead of having me right there in the middle, we have the prospect going up to the chatbot, engaging in a conversation with the chatbot, and if this prospect is either interested in a product or interested in more information and eventually joining the team, then your chatbot takes care of all of that, and you make a sale with doing absolutely no work. I know it sounds almost too good to be true, or even too good to be true, but I'm going to show you exactly how this works in just a minute here. So the reality is my chatbot replaced me. And by using chatbots, I was able to free myself from this equation right here, from the money equation, and dramatically increase my income while also having more spare time. So I want you to start to imagine what this would look like for you, right? If you could have rapid duplication all handled by your chatbot, have all the sales conversations take place inside your chatbot, and have it be helping 10, 20, 50, 100, or even more prospects per day. There really is no limit. So I want you guys to ask yourself, if you were able to replace yourself in this equation with a chatbot instead, do you think that you could increase your sales and grow your business dramatically? All right, so we've got Lee, Megan, Renee, everyone's saying heck yes. All right, I love it, you guys. We've got Danica, Marika, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so you guys are really seeing how powerful this can be and how this can work for you in your business. Not only to increase your product sales, but also to grow a big team of top producers as well. So once I was able to have my chatbot replace me inside my business and do all the selling for me, this meant no more late night conversations, no more missed opportunities because the chatbot can take care of all of it right away. No more struggle and stress with a million different prospects, right? And finally, no more wondering what to say because the chatbot does all the selling, remember? So ultimately, what this meant for me and what it can mean for you when you apply these strategies and apply these methods into your own business is the chatbot can essentially free you from the entire equation and give you the freedom that you desire. So because chatbots allow you to remove yourself from that equation of having your prospects come in and making that sale, what this results in really is way more income, right? So essentially having a chatbot close all of your sales for you, that enables you to just scale your business so much more quickly and to really hit those targets and achieve that success that you desire much more quickly than if you're doing everything yourself, right? And the reality is, all the people who are at the top of their fields, they're not sitting at their desks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? They have automation built into their business. And that's really what we're talking about here today. So I see a lot of you guys are piping up in the comments right now, and it's great to see that you are excited about this information and you see what a big difference it can make in your life. We've got Annette, Gracie, Rob says, awesome, Danica, Hazel. All right, you guys. So I see there's a lot of questions coming in too. So I'm going to hold off for just a moment here. I'm going to finish up this section, and then I'll be sure to scroll through and check out some of your guys' questions and answer as many of those as I can for you, okay? All right, so remember the third secret and the third step that we're going to be covering on this session here today is how to actually set one of these up for your business. And again, it's completely free to build a chatbot. All right, so just to really drive this point home, all the things that a chatbot can do for you specifically is it can grow your team for you. It can handle hundreds or even thousands of conversations at once, right? If you've got that many prospects coming in the door and talking to your chatbot, it can handle, really unlimited. It can get people signed up to your team so that you're growing your downline, filling it with top producers who are going to help spread your message and who are excited about your product and excited about your company just like you are. And again, this works all 24/7 and 100% for free, as well as anytime and anywhere. And the true power in this and why I'm so excited for each of you who's on this session with me here today is because once you set this up, you just set it up one time and you're set. And not to mention all the pains that this chatbot is going to remove from your life and from your business, right? This is going to result in no more long, drawn-out sales conversations that end in a maybe later or a no. No more late nights and weekends, right? Because this chatbot, again, it's going to be running for you 24/7 all around the clock. And finally, no more getting stuck with what to say or how to word it. And the reality is, with all these frustrations right here that so many new business owners are running into, no wonder the old way was such a challenge, right? You've already got a lot on your plate as it is, trying to get started in this new business, making investments into yourself, learning new skills, learning new methods, and putting yourself out there, right, in a place that can kind of feel scary when you're starting out. So I don't know about you, but I'm someone who really just gets frustrated when I have to do the same thing twice, right? So I absolutely love this idea of chatbots, and I love what it enables me to do in my business, right? It allows me to set this thing up just one time and then continually see a return on that investment, continually, make profits from this chatbot, which again is free to build out. So right here we've got Adam Wenig. So Adam from Delray Beach, Florida. And I actually met Adam a few years ago in a marketing mastermind that he was the leader of this mastermind, and he was the person who organized the entire event. So Adam says, Nico Moreno wrote us an awesome chatbot sequence for our auto webinar. Our cost per application dropped from $50 to $29 immediately. Plus, side note, Nico Moreno, we set up another chatbot for a different webinar offer, and we got 105 subscribers today at $1.35 per lead. And the end result was absolutely incredible. So Adam was able to make over $1 million in sales in his business, okay? So this is absolutely just so cool. I had to share this story with you guys. And Adam actually got to meet Tony Robbins in person. So you can see over there on the left, for those of you guys who know who Tony Robbins is, and what Adam did, he did this really cool thing. So he also won this very prestigious 2 Comma Club award, which you can see over there on the bottom. It's kind of this shiny gold circle-y type thing. Essentially, it's called the 2 Comma Club award because you only can get it if you make $1 million or more with a single sales funnel. Really an incredible person, really great guy, and very just sharp, keen, and very successful. So he's had a really great success using chatbots in his business, and now I still see him. I still am signed up to his chatbot, and he still sends out messages. And I thought that story would inspire you guys just to see Adam's incredible success with chatbots in his business. And we just learned right now that the trick it's so simple, is to just replace yourself with your chatbot, right? So it's very simple and very effective. And you can see Adam's had incredible success with that too. And finally, and you guys are absolutely going to love this one, we've got secret number 3, which is our simple, proven chatbot flow that sells your opportunity and grows your team for you. All right, so we've covered a lot of great information on this webinar already. And we've still got a lot left to go, but let's just hit the pause button for just a minute. I would love to hear directly from you, okay? So how is this webinar sitting with you so far? Are you starting to see how these chatbots can really make a huge impact, not only in your income, but also in the level of freedom and autonomy that you have in your business and really your life, right? So go ahead and just chat down in the chat bubble there below. I would love to just regroup with everyone here before we move on. So let's see, we've got Hazel says, I appreciate you sharing so many specifics, real value in this session. Thank you, Hazel. I'm really glad to know that. Steven says, the one-time setup is great. Yes, absolutely, Steven. It makes such a huge difference to have something just set up once and then you're good to go. Jackie says, this is awesome. Thank you, Jackie. I'm glad you think so. Brett says, very informative. Never thought about using this before, but it makes so much sense. It's crazy. These are so simple, Brett, but you'll see once you start using them, they can make a massive difference in your business. Linda says, light bulb moment after light bulb moment. Well, that's awesome, Linda. I'm glad to hear you think so. That's kind of how I felt too when I was first getting started. Annette says, these ideas make total sense. I can see how they can make a real difference in my business. Oh, I'm glad you see that, Annette. Lawrence says, this is exactly what I've been missing. I can't wait to try this out. Yeah, Lawrence, I'm really excited to see how this goes for you, so be sure to let us all know, okay? Natalia says, I can see why I've been struggling. Absolutely, Natalia. These are common mistakes, but we all make them. Aaron says, I can see the value in removing yourself from the sales process in order to grow. I'm so excited. Absolutely, Aaron. It does make a huge difference, not just in your income, but also in the level of freedom you have inside your business as well. Andrew says, I'm finding your session very helpful. So many of your comments I can identify with. Oh, well, thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate you saying that. Renee says, I love this approach. Makes total sense. I'm glad you're getting it, Renee. Danica says, this is great. My hand is cramping up from taking all the notes. Well, I'm glad you're finding this session informative and valuable, Danica. Well, great. It sounds like I haven't lost anyone, and I want to just take a second out to acknowledge everyone for being here today, because you obviously have a commitment to building this business, to growing a large team, and the reality is that most people never take the time out to learn the skills they need to be successful in this business. And so I really wanted to acknowledge those of you who are on this webinar here today. You have the commitment and the determination needed to make this work for you. And it sounds like from what I can hear, you're already starting to see what an impact these chatbots can make in your selling and duplication results. And you might be wondering, well, Nico, now how do I practice this and how do I get really good at this? Is there a way I can master this so I can see very quick and immediate changes in the growth of my team and in my sales? And if that idea resonates with you, to be quite honest, I would be delighted to help you master these skills. And the best way for me to do that is through the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program that I mentioned towards the beginning of the session. Now, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. We still have a lot to cover on this webinar. In fact, the next few skills I think you're going to find are the most important ones on this entire session, because this really ties it all together. This shows you how to actually get started and get implementing these chatbots into your business. So don't go anywhere. And you can't get this anywhere else, okay? So this is only for you guys here on the session. Now, honestly, it doesn't matter whether you're short on time or whether you're short on money. I have a way to help you master these skills and get everything set up in the fastest time ever so that you can sell more product, recruit more leaders into your business, and even in the next couple weeks. So if you will please just indulge me for one quick moment. I won't take long, but for many of you, this Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program can be a complete game changer and a turning point for how you do business for the rest of your career. So here's what the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs self-study coaching program is all about. Really, the goal is helping you become skilled at building these bots in the right way so that when you encounter new people, they get it right away, right? They get it when they're interacting with your chatbot and they see why they should buy and why they should join your team, and they get excited to take action. All right, and all this is designed to create a big boost in sales. So if you want to create a business that gives you and your family a fabulous income and a lot more free time, then the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs self-study coaching program is quite literally designed to help you do that in an easy to follow step-by-step format. And if you want to be able to convey your business opportunity in a way that is comfortable, authentic, and really, really classy, and have your bot do it all for you, then the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program is specifically for you. So I want to start off by saying these next few slides, you're going to see everything's broken down into weeks, but this is a self-study and self-paced program. So let's say you're about to take a vacation and you can't get started for another few days or another few weeks, but you want to get this special offer right now. That's totally okay. Your access will never run out, okay? So you have full lifetime access. And on the other hand, let's say you're someone who really wants to power through this whole entire thing, this weekend, right? And you want to get everything up and running in just a couple days, then you can absolutely do this. All right, so let's start off with week 1 here, which is the purpose of Messenger Bots. And so that's really helping you understand what Messenger Bots are here to do for your business. There's so much more than can be covered in this one session that we're on right now. You're also going to see how they fit into your business specifically. Some of you on the session, you may be interested in doing this for clients. We have a lot of people in the program right now who are actually offering this as a service to other people who want to get bots set up for them. And that's something you can absolutely do, right? It's very profitable. Then we're going to cover fast path setup and overview. So how to get your bot set up and working in the quickest time ever. Really, that's what this program was designed for. I'm also going to give you a Facebook rules and regulations crash course, right? So there are some certain rules and regulations. Given that Messenger chatbots, they're run through the Facebook Messenger platform. So you do have to be careful about some rules and regulations that Facebook has put in place. So I want you to make sure that you understand those before you actually get started building. And finally, you're going to see where to use bots in your marketing and sales process, because there's a lot of cool and unique ways that you might not ever even think of on your own. So I'm going to show you all the ways and places where you can put these chatbots into your business. Now, moving to week number 2, you're going to see the questions that you need to be clear on before starting to build, right? Nothing's worse than getting started, getting knee deep in something, and only to discover later on that there were a couple key things that you really should have figured out beforehand. So I'll show you how to create your post in the right way, and then after that, how to properly hook up the chatbot to that Facebook post. Then you will see how to create your messaging sequence. So how to create a powerful, inspiring messaging sequence that will draw people in, get them really excited about your product or your opportunity, and getting them really to raise their hand and to get inspired and taking action. Then you're going to see how to turn your bot into an ad, Okay, so some of you out there, you may want to run Facebook ads. Not all of you, but some of you might want to do that. So I'm going to show you there's actually a way how to turn this entire chatbot system into an ad on Facebook, which is incredibly powerful, especially for those of you who are really looking to grow your team in the next few weeks and months. And then finally, following up with your bot subscribers properly. Okay, so this is how to make more sales and how to properly follow up with all the people on your bot subscriber list without coming across as spammy or salesy or anything that might make you or them feel uncomfortable. In week number 3, we're going to talk more about advanced messenger marketing strategies. I'm going to show you how to use all the different growth tools that are available to you with your chatbot. You'll see what a growth tool is if you don't know what that is. It's a very cool way to just get people into your chatbot and to get them subscribed. Then we're also going to see how to use the flow builder, and this is truly drag and drop. Okay, so a lot of you I saw in the questions, and don't worry, we'll have a Q&A session at the end of this session as well. But you don't have to have any coding experience and no technical experience either. So don't worry, and that's what the flow builder is all about. Okay, it's super easy, drag and drop. Literally anyone can learn how to use this in 5 minutes. Next, we're going to learn how to use the secret ref URL in your marketing, and this is one of my absolute favorite strategies because it's so effective, it's so versatile, and you can really just use it anywhere in your marketing. We're also going to learn how to use the FB comments tool. So this is a very powerful way to get more social proof on your Facebook posts and get all those commenters right into your Facebook bot. Finally, we're going to show you in week number 3 some crucial steps that you need to remember when creating your bot sequence. Okay, I've seen so many people forget these simple little steps, and oftentimes they're just sitting there scratching their head being like, well, what's going on? Why is this not working? And so I want to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. So for those of you guys who don't know what a tripwire is, don't worry at all right? But for those of you who may be a little more advanced with marketing, I'm going to show you how to do that with the chatbot too. And anyone who has a free plus shipping offer or something like that, this bot works very well for that as well. You're also going to see how to do local business or lead generation bots for those of you on here who are, who have a local business or a lead or, a business where you might want to generate new leads. And this applies for really any type of business. And I know a lot of you specifically on the session today are network marketers, right? So I've got a complete full network marketing bot in there for you. And this bot is so cool and so powerful because it will help you increase your product sales and recruit for your team to help you grow your team all in one bot. Okay, so it could not be simpler, and this is proven to get incredible results, all right? So we've been testing this for a while now, and it really makes a dramatic difference both in product sales and recruiting leaders to join your team. Finally, we'll also see in this week the ultimate bot sales funnel. So for those of you who, again, are a little bit more advanced with your marketing, then you're going to see how to create an ultimate bot sales funnel. Then moving on to week number 5, we're going to see bots for webinars and sales videos. So for those of you who work with, certain companies often provide you with sales videos or sales presentations that will speak about your product or that'll speak about your business opportunity, right? And these are often very high quality and professionally created videos for your company and for your team specifically to use. And so I'm going to show you guys if you have any of those, or if you'd like to create your own as well. I'm going to show you how to use messenger bots to work in tandem and really jive with your webinars and your sales videos for your product or business opportunity. I'll also show you how to do bots for live webinars and bots for auto webinars if you are using webinars in your business. And finally, just a little bit of the tech stuff. I'm going to show you how to hook up your bot to your webinar software. Now, wrapping it all up in week 6, you're going to see the bot agency and client model. So some of you on here, again, this may apply to you if you're wanting to get building bots for clients. It's very profitable and really in demand right now. So for those of you who are interested in that, that's what this week is all about. This is about the bot agency and client model, how to onboard your new clients in 2 minutes. Literally, it is that simple. It's so fast. And I'm going to show you the 2 easiest and no stress ways to get new bot clients fast. I'm also going to teach you a really cool strategy that very few people know about, and I like to call this the Stealth Ninja FB Pixel Hack, because this will show you exactly who needs your services, your chatbot services, and who doesn't. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to get clients organically without being spammy, and some cold email strategies and cold email copywriting secrets as well, to get people responding to your emails and get people interested in your chatbot services. So how does this work? How does the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs self-study coaching program actually work? Well, there's really a lot included. I wanted to make sure that this was absolutely jam-packed with value, but also not so long where you're going to be spending months scratching your head, right? I wanted this to be easily consumable and easy to implement for you in just a day or a couple days if you really wanted to, work through it and get everything up and running fast. So we've got the course modules and videos. This is about 6+ hours of video training for you to access anytime, anywhere. As long as you have an internet connection and a laptop, you can access these training videos from anywhere. And also your access never runs out, okay? That's a question that I do get a lot of times. It's, is this really just a 6-week coaching program and then it's done forever? Absolutely not. You have full lifetime access to all of the training materials. I've also included 8+ hours of case studies so you can really see step by step how other people are using chatbots inside their business to get incredible, impressive results. All right, so these are all screen shares where you can see exactly how different types of people are using bots to grow their income and to grow their team. You're also going to get a handful of one-click instant bot uploads. Okay, so we've got 6, and I'm always adding more in there, right? So these are really like plug and play. Truly, it's just one click to download these ready-to-go working chatbots, and it really could not be simpler. So for those of you who don't even want to spend all the time building them yourself, then this is perfect for you. All right, again, it's just one click, and these upload straight into your account. I also include recorded client coaching calls, which is a tremendous added value as well. So you get to see me firsthand working with others, working one-on-one with other people, and getting them started implementing chatbots in their business. So I've also got recorded Q&A sessions where you can see from the past other questions that people have asked and the answer to those as well right on the screen. And finally, we've got the private members only mastermind group. And this is really a community of people, like-minded individuals just like you, who are at all different phases and stages of their business, right? And this really provides a community as well as one-on-one access to me. So I hop in there, I help people out when they have questions. And really the main benefit about this is the community, right? Nothing is worse, and I know firsthand that nothing is worse, when you're starting to grow your business or trying to grow and you just feel like you're all alone, right? So that's what this community is all about. You can pop in there anytime. It's a private Facebook group only for students who have invested into this program, right? Only ones who have purchased this program. And this makes sure you never feel alone. You never get stuck. If you have a question, you just drop it right in there and either I'll respond or someone else in the community will respond. So before I put this program all together, the only way to learn Messenger bots was to either attend one of our live coaching programs, which was completely sold out, and that was a $3,500 investment per attendee. So we had that. We used to sell those as a 2-day training live event. Or we also had the personal one-on-one coaching, which starts at a minimum of $15,000. So we wanted to still be able to offer this training to you in a more easily digestible and also a much more affordable package. So previously, these were the only 2 ways that you could learn Messenger bots. But now you can get the entire Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs self-study coaching program for much, much less than that. So again, like I said, we used to sell out our live coaching program at $3,500 a seat. And we also had our personal one-on-one coaching packages, which range from $15,000 all the way up to $30,000. So I'm so excited about this, and I'm so excited to offer this to you guys here on the session today because we've put a special offer for you just for webinar attendees that you will not be able to get anywhere else, okay? So this isn't even available on our website or anything like that. This is only for people who are here live on the session today. So let's quickly run through everything that you're going to get. And don't worry, I am keeping an eye on the clock. I'll be very fast about this. But what you're going to get is you're going to get the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs Premium Training Course, which is a $2,997 value. You're also going to receive the Instant Authority Rush bonus, and this is an $897 value. And what this training is all about is this shows you how to get 3,500 likes on your Facebook page, so on your Facebook business page. You'll also get the one-click instant chatbot downloads, and this is a full set, all right? So we talked about this before. There's a bunch of different ready-to-go chatbot downloads for you, and these all upload into your account in just one click, all right? So this is a huge time saver, really an incredible resource, and I've made this all available to you. This is a $1997 value as well. We've also got the Easy Client Outreach Templates and Client Acquisition Bundle for those of you, again, who are wanting to do this as a service, right? So offer these to your clients or offer these to others. I'm going to show you how to outreach, exactly what to say. They're just copy-paste templates, so you don't even have to think, and how to actually get and onboard your new clients as well. You're also going to get the 10K plus per month bot agency blueprint and instant bot download for that. So if you are doing an agency type business model where you're building bots for other people, I'm going to show you exactly the strategy that we've used to get over $10,000 per month. It's an exact blueprint and also the instant bot download for that. You're also going to receive the Easy Sales Script Instant Bot download, which is a $997 value. And this is an incredible sales script. Really, we've put a lot of time and effort and testing into this as well to make sure that it works to sell your products. And we've also got the private students only mastermind group, right? We covered that. So this is a community of people just like you who have invested into this training program, who have invested in themselves and in their business, and who are truly committed to growing their business and getting incredible results. You're also going to receive the Conversion Monster Order Page Instant Download. Now this is actually a new bonus that I've recently added in because all of my current students, they were seeing this order page that I had, a checkout page that I had set up for my business. And they were like, wow, Nico, this is incredible. This is, it's beautifully done. And I wish that I could have something like that for my business too. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to include an instant download of that page just for you guys, just for you who are in the course right now. And so that's also a one-click download of this page template that converts really, really well. And that's free for you to use in any way that you like. So this is a $997 value, and again, this is included as a one-click download as well, right inside your course members area. So you can see this is an incredible value here, and this is a total real value of $12,850 of everything that you're going to get today. And the value is truly there, but I'm not going to be charging you $12,000. But I want to ask you guys a question. So teams actually used to pay me $5,000 for this entire training. And that's not even including the bonuses. And I want to ask you, would it be so much more convenient and so much more valuable for you to be able to take this with you anywhere that you want on your own schedule and from the luxury of a coffee shop, a cafe, or from your own home? I think the answer is yes. We can all agree that it's so much more convenient and so much more valuable to be able to use this and learn these skills and strategies from anywhere and at any time that you want, right? So like I said, teams used to pay me $5,000 for this entire training without all the bonuses. But now you can get this entire Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs premium training program for just $997 one time, or a $497 times 3 months payment plan. And like I said, this version is even more valuable because I've thrown in so many incredible bonuses and the mastermind community. So I've included all these extra things that the people who used to pay me $5,000 for this training, they didn't even get those. And they also had to show up live at a specific place for a 2-day training event. We used to do 2-day live events. And so you get everything that they're getting plus more, plus you can do it on your own time. And for this program and for all of the programs that I offer, we've got you covered with our You'll Love It or Else guarantee. So what you can do today is you can get enrolled, you can get started, complete all the training videos and implement what you're learning from the course end to end into your business. And if you're not happy with your results, all you need to do is just email us during the first 30 days for a full refund, full and complete refund, no questions asked. All right, so there truly is no risk. You can give this program a full test drive, and you've got a full 30 days to test drive it. Make sure that it's working, make sure that you like it, make sure that it's really producing results in your business, right? So you'll be able to go through all the lessons, implement bots into your business, and get your team growing and get your income up. And if you're still not happy, you're not seeing the results that you'd hoped at the end of 30 days, then just please let us know and we'll give you a full refund. Now, I wanted to entice you guys here who are on the session with me right now, especially those of you who are seeing this and you're interested, you're excited, but you're still kind of on the fence. What I wanted to do was I wanted to help you get off the fence. I wanted to give you guys a special fast action bonus. So this is for you if you register in the next 45 minutes for the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs training program. What you're going to do is you're going to receive this special fast action bonus from me. So you're going to get what I call the perfect follow-up sequence. All right, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about the results that this can deliver for you. But why would you need this in the first place, right? You've got all the training, you've got all the bot sequences, but the reality is that not everyone is going to be ready to join right away, right? So everyone who enters your chatbot, they might be interested in starting the conversation right then, and you want to be able to have a system in place, or you can easily follow up with people and strategically follow up with them in a way that will really boost your results long term. And this works particularly well for when you want to reach back out later to prospects who, they have expressed interest at the beginning, but they just weren't quite ready at the time. And so this is going to help you really get an even bigger boost in your results. And this is only available for those of you who register in the next 45 minutes here on today's session. And so I wanted to show you a really cool case study of just how powerful this follow-up sequence can be. Right? So you can see right here, Tanner actually used this to have his biggest month ever. So he was able to hit 100K a month in 1 month, and then also hit $83,000 in the following month. Now, I do want to be clear, this is not something that can happen overnight, not by a long shot, all right? Tanner definitely put in the work, and he's been using these strategies for a while. But this is the exact same process that he used to get truly incredible results for himself and have his biggest month ever. And so again, when you register for the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program in the next 45 minutes, you'll receive this fast action bonus as a free gift, okay? So this is 100% free when you enroll before the end of today's webinar, all right? So to quickly recap, when you register now, everything that you're gonna get is you're gonna get the full unrestricted lifetime access to Messenger Bots program, plus all of the bonuses that I previously listed out. So that full stack, that full page of bonuses, that's all included there. We've got you covered with our 30 days guarantee. And also for those of you who are on the fence, but you really want to get signed up, I've got this fast action bonus for you. For those of you who sign up today on the webinar, you're going to get the perfect follow-up sequence. And you can't get this one at any other time or place, okay? So unfortunately, if you miss out on this special fast action bonus, you're not gonna be able to get that one anywhere else. So it's a little bit of an incentive, a little bit of a kick in the butt to get you off the fence, to get you started, to get you moving, and to get your team growing. So there's really tremendous value here in this offer for you guys today. And what you can do is you can get started for just $497, and that's if you choose the 3-pay option, or you can also do just a 1-pay of $997 today. And something that's really cool is, I know a lot of you guys who are watching right now, you're excited, you're like, Nico, this is incredible, like I would love to join this, but I just don't have the cash right now. Well, that's perfectly okay, and what we've done is, because we were getting a lot of feedback where, that was the case from people, they were saying, Nico, I really, really want to join, but I just can't quite swing it right now. What we did is we worked out a very special deal with PayPal. So we worked with PayPal to set up an option called PayPal Bill Me Later. So just like it sounds, you have 6 months of no payments, all right? So you can get enrolled, you can get started and pay $0 today using the very cool PayPal Bill Me Later feature. So what this means is you can jump in today, you can get help now building your business and growing your team, and you can pay it back later when you can better afford it. And you're still covered by that 30 days guarantee to give it a test drive and really make sure it's the right fit for you. And I feel so great about being able to offer this to you because generally when people go through this Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program, they see a big increase in their results even within the first month. So I have no doubt that if you work through this program, even at a moderate rate, and if you use what you learn, even within 6 months, you can see some very significant changes in your team growth and in your income. And by that time, you'll have made more than enough income to pay back this program and then some. So I sincerely hope that this allows you to take part in the program. And as I mentioned, we've had roomfuls of people just like you experience major changes in their business as a result. And so I'd love the opportunity to help you do the same. So here's what you need to do to get started. So here's a link right here which you can type in. You can open up a new browser tab and type in www.messengerbotsforentrepreneurs.com/go. Or there should also be a button popping up on the side of this webinar too. So if you see that button popping up, you may have to scroll around a little bit, but there should be a button that's going to take you directly to this order page, right? So where you can claim this special webinar only deal. All right, and so when you get on over to messengerbotsforentrepreneurs.com/go, what you're going to see is we've got these 3 payment options all set up for you, ready to go. So we still have more to cover here on the webinar, so don't go anywhere, but there should be a button popping up somewhere on the screen, and that'll take you as a direct link over onto messengerbotsforentrepreneurs.com/go. And when you're there, you can use whatever payment option works best for you. So if you want to use your credit card, some people like to get the points for their rewards program, or you can get started for just $4.97, or you can save a bit of money with the OnePay for $1.97, or you can actually pay nothing today and get started today using that special PayPal's Bill Me Later option that we've got all set up for you. So you make the choice that works best for you, and let's get started working together. I am confident that this program will make a big difference for you, and it would be an honor for me to support you in building your business in the next few months. So go ahead, click the button, or type in www.messengerbotsforentrepreneurs.com/go in a new browser tab to get started and get enrolled today. All right, so like I said, we've still got more to cover on this webinar, and I see there's a bunch of questions popping into the chat box right now, so we're gonna have an additional time for questions at the very end, all right? So please save your questions. We're gonna have an additional Q&A session at the very end once we get done with our 3rd lesson right here, all right? So like we were talking about before, we have the 3 secrets, and we've covered points number 1 and number 2. And what we're gonna talk about right now is point number 3. So our simple, proven chatbot flow that sells your opportunity and grows your team for you. And for anyone who's sitting here on the session today and you're like, Nico, like I'm excited about this, but I need to connect the dots. This is gonna help connect the dots for you, all right? So I wanna quickly introduce you to a free software platform. It's called ManyChat. So this is actually the bot building software that I personally use for all of my own chatbots and for those of my clients and my students as well. So again, this is 100% free. I don't work for ManyChat, I don't own ManyChat, but I truly do believe in this software program. It's a fantastic program and it's 100% free. Okay, so that's why I love it, really. And it makes bot building easier than ever, right? It's 100% drag and drop, and there is absolutely no coding required. Okay, so I'm not a technical person. I don't know about you guys on the session here with me, but I don't have a technical background. I did work at a software company at one point in my life, but like I said, I was in the sales department. So I have no programming experience, no coding, and I'm able to get these chatbots up and working and all set up in just about 5 minutes. So ManyChat's gone ahead and made it super simple, super user-friendly, really dummy-proof so that you can go ahead and you can get started building your chatbots in just a couple minutes with no coding required. And so all you need is a Facebook business page and a free ManyChat account to get this all set up for you. So again, most of you might have a Facebook business page. If you don't, it's completely free to get one, and you can actually get multiple if you have multiple different businesses, or if you're doing this for clients or something like that. Your chatbot is going to be using the Facebook Messenger platform in order to actually send out these messages to your customers and to your prospects. So for that reason, we need to have a Facebook business page, and we need to hook up our chatbot to that page. Again, that's super simple. It takes just a few clicks, and ManyChat has made it super, super user-friendly so that anyone, if you've made it onto this webinar with me right now, you have enough technical experience to build a chatbot, and I can guarantee it. It's super simple and actually really, really fun. Okay, so what you're gonna do is after the session, you don't wanna do this right now while we're going along on the screen, but you'll have the notes afterwards. And for those of you who join the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program, you'll have some more in-depth information on this as well. But what you wanna do is you're gonna head over to manychat.com, and you can get set up with a free account in just a couple minutes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna log into your ManyChat account, and this is kind of what you're gonna see over on the left. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna log in and choose what type of message you want to create. Okay, so there's a couple different types that we can send out through our chatbot. So we've got broadcasting, and that's exactly what it sounds like. It's kind of like an email broadcast in real time, so that's a one-time message. We've also got automations and sequences. So these are more for sending out a series of messages that are spaced out at a specific time that you get to choose. Then we've also got flows, and this is the really cool part. It's a little bit more like a conversation. It feels like a one-on-one conversation where your prospect is going back and forth with your chatbot, answering questions, pushing buttons, and your prospects can even type there into the chat and respond however they like to the chatbot as well. And then we've also got option number 4, which is live chat. So this is gonna be a way for you to, if you wanted to get in there and actually finish up the conversation with an interested prospect. Let's say you wanted to give it a real one-on-one feel for them and interact with them personally. You can do that through the live chat feature. Then the next step is once you've selected the type of message, all you need to do is just type right in and create your message. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like, and there's no coding required at all. You see how easy it is? So all you do is where it says enter your text, you would just click on that once you're inside the platform, and you just type out whatever you want it to say, and you also have the option to add additional buttons down there at the bottom. And you'll notice that I like to use emojis in my messages, so I just think it's kind of fun. It's a really great way to customize your message to match your own personal brand and your own style. And it seems like a really small little detail, but these really do make such a big difference. And you can even add more if you want, or you can keep it really simple. So you can see right here, you actually have the option to add images, video files, audio files, create a list, even a delay, a time delay too, if that's something you want to do. Or you can just keep it really simple and just leave it with that first initial message that we typed out, and you're good to go. And then all you do is you push send and you're done. And yes, it's really that easy. So ManyChat has done a great job of making this very user-friendly so that people of all different skill levels, all different backgrounds, all different places in their business and in their life can successfully build profitable chatbots. All right, so ManyChat is super user-friendly, super easy to use, and super easy to get started. So there's nothing to be afraid of, all right? Now, I want to share a few more actionable Messenger bot best practices for you guys on today's session because I really want to make sure that you get the value. Hopefully you're taking notes, and I really want to just see you implement these strategies because I know how big of an impact they can make in your business. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to quickly run through these 4 things. And the reason I'm sharing these 4 specific things with you guys is because I've learned this all the hard way. Okay, so I've put in all my time and effort and quite a bit of money as well, and quite a bit of trying things and failing and figuring out what works and what doesn't. So I put my blood, sweat, and tears into figuring out what works with messenger bots and what doesn't, so that you don't have to. Okay, so I've done all the hard work, and I'm here to tell you a couple messenger bot best practices that are really going to amplify your results once you apply them. All right, so the first thing is make sure you ask for permission to sell and tell them about your offer, right? So we never want to come off as salesy or pushy. That's just kind of a general rule. You don't want to have that sort of a vibe about you. But it's even worse when it's a chatbot, right? Because you can tell when someone's trying to sell to you. or when you're being sold. Just think of when you pick up the phone and it's a telemarketer, right? You can instantly just be like, ugh, like I wish they hadn't even called. You just want to hang up, right? You always want to be sure that you're asking for permission to sell. And you can do that with just a simple question. You can say, hi there, Becky, are you interested in learning more about X today? And then you can add some buttons that say yes or no. It's very, very simple, all right? But chatbots give you the power to do that. And again, it's completely automated. The next thing is you want to make sure that you tell your subscribers how to unsubscribe, just so that you can stay compliant with Facebook's terms, right? So there's a lot of rules and regulations that you do need to be aware of, just so that you stay safe and you don't get your chatbot shut down, you don't get your Facebook page shut down. And so you do need to be able to tell people how they can unsubscribe from the chatbot properly, okay? So this is similar for those of you who are subscribed to any email newsletters or any email lists. Like you may be subscribed to my email newsletter right now. And for any email list, there's always at the bottom, there's a little unsubscribe link. So it's a little bit different with chatbots, but you do have to tell them how to unsubscribe from your bot, just so that you can stay compliant and not get in trouble with Facebook. The next thing is, like I said before, you do want to use emojis and you want to have some fun, okay? So you definitely want to let your personality shine through. Chatbots are still a fun and engaging new thing, and you really don't want to come off as boring, right? You want to take advantage of these new opportunities, the opportunity to use emojis, the opportunity to use pictures and videos and use your prospect's first name. So you really want to combine all of those and create a fun experience for your users. The final thing is you don't want to send more than 3 broadcasts per week, okay? And ideally 1 to 2 is recommended. Okay, I've seen some people send bot messages out, once a day or even twice a day or even more than that. And it starts to get, it starts to get on your nerves. It starts to get pesky. It starts to feel a little bit spammy and uncomfortable. And quite honestly, those are the bots that I unsubscribed from. Okay, so you do want to keep it to, a modest 1 to 2 is recommended and 3 broadcasts per week on the high end. So putting this all together for you guys so that you can kind of visualize how this would work in your business, this is kind of the proven conversation flow that we use in all of our businesses for all different types of cases. So this will work for literally any type of business, any type of product, any type of opportunity that you can possibly imagine. This will work for you, all right? And it really is so simple, but that's why it's so effective. All right, so step number 1 is you're gonna ask them what they want first, okay? So you're gonna get permission from them. And it's such a simple little psychological shift, but it can make all the difference, right? Instead of you starting off with your sales pitch right off the bat, instead you're asking them what they want, right? And so then you're in a position of power and your prospects are the ones who are inquiring and showing their interest in your product, your opportunity. And so that little simple psychological shift really does set the stage for hugely increased sales, hugely increased interest in joining your team, and just a really big difference in your results moving forward. So let's say you've got 2 core options, right? So step 2 is simple. So remember, in step 1, we ask them, what they want, which they're most interested in. If they're interested in your product, then what you can do is you can send them more information on how to request a sample or how to purchase some of your product right now. And if they're interested in option B, so if they're interested in doing this as a business opportunity, so potentially joining your team, then that's when you start moving the conversation in that direction instead with your chatbot, right? So again, you've already gotten that permission, you've gotten that interest, you know what it is that they want to hear next, and then you can have your bot tell them how to request a sample or how to join your team as well. So super simple, and this really gets people excited and gets them taking action. And finally, step 3 is to follow up with the prospects who weren't ready just yet. So it's perfectly normal and understandable that some people may express interest, but they're just not ready to jump in right away. Okay, so this is an incredible strategy. And I can tell you it sounds so simple, but this one strategy alone can literally double or more your return on investment. So let's say you're running ads to your chatbot or you're getting people in on your chatbot. actually taking the time to follow up with people who fell through the cracks at first. The people who aren't doing that right now, they're sitting on a gold mine and they don't even know it. Okay, so it's absolutely incredible what you can do just with a simple follow-up message. Because, just like you and just like me, we get busy. We have things that we want to do, and there's things online that we want to purchase, or things that we want to get involved in. But a lot of times it takes a couple follow-ups just for us to actually take the plunge, actually make the time out, and get signed up or get started with whatever it is we want to do, right? So do not forget this. It's going to be a huge game changer in the trajectory of your business. I can guarantee it. And this was secret number 3, our simple, proven chatbot flow that sells your opportunity and grows your team for you. So now we're coming to the end of the session, and a lot of you are probably wondering, Nico, this is so simple. Can it really make that much of a difference? And the answer is yes, it absolutely can. These tips are simple and these strategies are incredibly simple, but it's more the idea and the angle that's new and different. And the reality is not many people are out there using these chatbots to power their business. So I actually wanted to share a few more case studies just before we wrap up today's session and before we get into the additional Q&A session, okay? So I will get to your questions in just a minute here. So I want to share with you the story of a woman named Alicia. And Alicia is such a nice woman. I absolutely loved working with her. She was a member of the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs. She was actually one of the very first members, and we were so glad to have Alicia in the program with us there from the start. And so Alicia is from Portland, Oregon. And I remember she was just starting out in her network marketing business. And she was working with a women's fashion line, a women's fashion company. And she was able to make $8,000 her second month using chatbots. Okay, so this is absolutely incredible. This is someone who was, she was just getting started. She was just in the early stages of building up her business, of, getting her messaging down and understanding how this can all work and starting to get serious about building a long-term sustainable business and starting to grow her team as well. So she saw this opportunity, she hopped on board, she was one of the early adopters of Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs, and what she got out of it was absolutely life-changing. So she was able to scale up her business to $8,000 just her second month using these chatbots and using the exact skills that are inside the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs training program. So I was so unbelievably excited for Alicia. She still messages me every once in a while. And Alicia is someone who just really goes all in. So she saw this opportunity. She saw what an impact and what a dramatic impact this could make on her business. And she said, you know what? I'm in. I'm excited about this. I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to get incredible results and success for myself and my business. And Alicia, she went all in. She made it happen. She was engaging in the student group, asking questions, posting for help whenever she ran into something or wanted to get some feedback from one of the other members. So she was really an all-star and she had dramatic results. And I'm so happy to have Alicia as still a member of the community now today. Next up, we've got Kenny. So Kenny is from Naples, Florida. And Kenny's actually a small business owner, so I know he runs a photography business. What he said though, and I remember this so clearly, I remember when he joined the program, he told me, Nico, I had already been trying Messenger Bots on my own for quite some time. Like I'd been really trying to get in there with ManyChat, trying to figure it out and make it work for myself, but I just kept getting stuck and I just kept giving up. And so what Kenny did is he realized he just didn't want to be stuck anymore. He didn't want to be doing this all on his own, and he wanted to be moving so much faster, and he wanted to be getting those real quick results in his business with chatbots. And so that's when Kenny reached out to me. He signed up for the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program, and this absolutely changed the game for him. So now he's able to get a ton more appointments and a ton more bookings for, again, both his photography business and his other marketing business as well. And now he's just a social media all-star. So I see him, he's got his own Facebook group now. He's doing all these cool different things with chatbots. And he's really thriving and having just such a successful business and so much success with chatbots all throughout his businesses. And so I'm so excited to have Kenny in the community as well. And again, he was someone who, he'd given it a shot on his own, but he was really ready for those fast results, ready to get, a dramatic increase in his business. And that's what the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program helped him do. So next up, we've got Scott. And Scott is such an incredible guy. He's such a nice guy too. And he lives out in Miami, Florida. I've actually met up with Scott in person multiple times at a couple different business marketing events. But what Scott does is he's an agency owner, and now he's also a chatbot builder as well. So he does marketing services for other businesses, such as running their ads and different things like that. And now he's been able to become a chatbot builder as well. So by learning these skills that are in the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program, he's been able to offer chatbot building services to other people. And so you can see right here, Scott posted this literally just 1 to 2 weeks after joining the coaching program. He says, "Thanks to Nico's course, I was able to show the value of chatbots and lock in the deal. Thanks, Nico Moreno." And you can see right there, Scott got a payment of $3,500 just from one client to build one chatbot. So these chatbots provide a real value to businesses out there, and you can charge a high price for them because they deliver so much value. And because of that, and because these skills are not commonplace at all, like almost nobody knows how to do this, you can charge premium prices and give your clients an excellent service, an excellent product by building them a fantastic chatbot for their business. And again, you get paid very handsomely in return. And so Scott was so excited about this, and he's gone on to close other big ticket clients as well, building chatbots. And here we've also got Lawrence, and Lawrence is from Dublin, Ireland. And what he was able to do was he was able to make 4,000 euro, which I've calculated out and converted that. That's about 4,900 USD in 3 hours for his store. Okay, so Lawrence is someone that's gotten incredible results implementing bots. He's got a local business. So he has a small business, he's got a store. And what he did is he sent out a special offer. So it says he's reminding people of a sale that ends in 5 days. And he was able to lock in, almost $5,000 US in just 3 hours. And he says, just by the course. So he's really happy with his results. And again, he's really on fire. He's one of the most active members in the group. For those of you who end up joining the coaching program, later on, just a few weeks later, he posted that he was able to make $10,000 in sales for his store in 24 hours. And he was able to do this without running any ads, so without any ad spend. And his post went viral, right? You can see right there, he got about 4.7 thousand likes, 9.2 thousand comments, and 3.1 thousand shares. So that's incredible in just 24 hours. So those are just explosive results. Lawrence is just a total rock star, and we're so happy to have him in the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs group. And so if you're someone with a local business or a small business, really these skills and these strategies are applicable to any sort of small business, whether it's online or offline. Okay, so if you have a brick and mortar store, the skills that you're going to be learning and acquiring in the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs coaching program, those will apply both to online businesses and local businesses as well. Now, I want to ask, for those of you who are on the session here right now, who's ready to make this a reality? Are you guys excited to start getting incredible results building your business using chatbots? And are you guys excited and ready to start implementing this today, to get your bot set up, to get your team growing, to get your income up? So who's excited? I want you to go ahead and let me know down in the chat bubble. All right, I'm really excited, and I would love to help you master these skills even further. It will be a complete honor to do that. And so I really want to just make sure that you guys are as excited as I am here today. And I also want to know, are you feeling more inspired? Like, does this give you a different outlook on the possibilities for you and for your business? Now, I know a lot of us on the session here, we started our own businesses because we wanted to have more freedom, more income, the ability to create our own schedules and work from home if we want to do that, or work from a coffee shop if we want to get out for the day, right? So I'm really hoping that you seeing these skills and you seeing what's possible for others using chatbots in their business is really getting you inspired and getting you excited to perk up, sit up, and just feel more inspired about the possibilities for you too and how you can use chatbots in your business. All right, so we're about to get started on the final Q&A session, okay? So I see there's a couple questions rolling in right now. I do want to take one more quick moment, so please just bear with me. I'm just going to quickly run through because I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking questions specifically about the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs self-study coaching program. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run through the offer one more time here for you. And this is going to answer a lot of the questions that you guys are probably having right now. All right, so very quickly, I'm going to list off all of the things again that you're going to get when you sign up for the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs premium self-study coaching program today. All right, so what you're going to get is you're going to get the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs self-study course, and this is a $2,997 value. You're also going to get the Instant Authority Rush bonus, and this bonus teaches you how to go from 0 to 3,500 likes on your Facebook page. We've also got the one-click instant chatbot downloads, and this is a full set. Okay, so we've got 6 in here right now, and this is always growing. I'm always adding more. So you're going to get instant access to all of those. And again, those are downloadable right into your ManyChat account in just one click. Next, what you're going to get is you're going to get the Easy Client Outreach Templates and Client Acquisition Bundle. Okay, so this is more for those of you who are interested in doing this as a service. So remember we saw Scott earlier who was building bots for clients. So this is for people who want to be kind of like Scott and want to be doing this for marketing services and building chatbots for other businesses. And we've also got the 10K plus per month bot agency blueprint and instant bot download for that. And again, this is for those of you who are interested in scaling up your agencies. You're also going to get the Easy Sales Script Instant Bot download. So this is another one-click instant bot download, and this is an incredible value. Okay, this took us so much time and effort and so much trial and error and testing to make it work. You're also going to get access to the private students only mastermind group. Okay, so what this is this is a private Facebook mastermind group only for other students like you who have invested into the program. So this is only for people who are taking this seriously, who are investing into themselves, and who are taking their business growth seriously, right? So the people who really want to bring up their income, to grow their team, that's who you're gonna find in the mastermind group. Okay, we don't have any tire kickers in there. We've only got serious people. We've also got the Conversion Monster order page instant download. And this is a super cool and very nice looking funnel download for you. So this is an order page that's very high converting. And this is gonna help you sell more of your own products and services on there. And it's just a one-click instant download as well. So that's all set for you, ready to go. Uploads right into your account and you're good to go. And again, this is all coming up to a total value of $12,850. And so instead of paying that big price and instead of paying the price that other teams used to pay me for this entire training, not including the bonuses, what you're going to be able to do is, because you're on this session today, because you've registered and you've attended the webinar today, now you can get the entire Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program for $997 one time or $497 if you're going to do a 3-month payment option. All right? So again, that's a $997 one-time option, or we also do have the payment option already set up. So we always get a lot of questions on that, but it's already set up for you there when you head on over to the checkout page. And another quick reminder, when you register in the next 30 minutes, you're gonna receive your fast action bonus, okay? So earlier on in the presentation, there was a little bit more time, but now that we're coming near the end of today's session, you've really got about 30 minutes. You've got just until this webinar is over, okay, to receive your fast action bonus. And what this is, again, is this is the perfect bot follow-up sequence. And so this is what Tanner used, again, to have his biggest month ever. So he was able to hit 100K in his business, and then the following month he hit 83K. So it's absolutely incredible, and this is the exact training that Tanner is going to show you how he was able to do that. So it's really, really incredible. Really so much value just in this one bonus alone. And this is a 100% free gift, okay? So when you enroll before the end of today's webinar, you're gonna get this completely free. You're gonna see it, it's uploaded already right there into your account. So it's gonna be in your members area the second that you join. And now I want to just ask you, I want you guys to imagine, how is it going to feel when you're able to have so much more freedom in your life? The freedom to take a nice vacation, the freedom to, not be tied to your desk all day, every day, the freedom to work from where you want to work, right? And the freedom to create your own schedule and be in control of your life. I want you to imagine how it's going to feel when you're able to spend more time with your family. And how is it going to feel having the ability to give them a lifetime of experiences that they'll never forget, right? So spending more time with family, that's often the number one thing that people desire, and the number one thing that people honestly look back on in their lives and wish that they had not had more of. And finally, imagine how it's going to feel when you have more personal and business success, the personal and business success that you desire, right? Like we've all started this business for different reasons, but I'm sure all of us on this session here want to be successful in what we're doing. And a lot of that comes down to learning the right skills and taking the right actions to get set up and get growing. And that's exactly what this program is going to help you with. And I do want to remind you, everyone on here, your success is my driver. And I say that with my hand on my heart, okay? So this is Austin Ford right here. This is Austin, and he was one of the very first students to join the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program. And I actually had a very cool opportunity to meet him in person. So over on the right, that's me and Austin there at a marketing conference. And he said, Nico literally changed my life. So Austin was in a very different place just 6 months ago in his life, and he enrolled in the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program. Again, he was an early adopter. He saw the light. He had that light bulb moment, and he was like, wow, this is something new. This is something fresh, and I see this being a huge opportunity in the near future. And so he took it. He took action. He went all in, and he's completely changed his financial situation, both for him and his wife. And nothing makes me feel happier and more fulfilled than being able to hear from and even to meet the people who I'm helping and people whose lives I'm changing with this program. All right, so again, if you're ready to go, if you see this, if you like what you're seeing and you're like, Nico, yes, I love this, I want to get started, then here's what you're going to do. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the button over on the side right now, or it should be over to the top, bottom, or the side of this screen. Or what you can do is you can also type in www.messengerbotsforentrepreneurs.com/go in a new browser tab. And that's also going to take you to this special offer here. You're going to land on this checkout page, and what you're going to do is you're going to see these 3 payment options all set up for you and ready to go. So again, you can get started for $497, and that's if you're going to do the 3 payment plan. You can save a bit of money by doing the 1 payment plan of $997. Or you've also got the PayPal Bill Me Later option. And again, that's 6 months of no payments. So that's allowing you to get started today for $0 down. So you can use whatever payment option works best for you. If you want to use your credit card, some people like to get those points, like I said earlier. Or if you want to do the PayPal option, you can pay nothing today and still get started and get instant access to all the same training material, the mastermind group, absolutely everything, using PayPal's Bill Me Later option. So you make the choice that works best for you, and let's get started working together. I'm confident that this program is going to make a big difference for you, and it would be an honor for me to support you in building your business in the next few months. Okay, so we're coming up towards the end of the session today, and I want to congratulate you, everyone. You made it, and we've covered a lot, but I'm happy to stick around and answer questions. So if you have a question on the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program, or anything else we covered today, just go ahead and use that chat bubble so you'll see that on your screen. And I know a lot of people are going to be asking about the time-sensitive fast action bonus. So yes, that is still available for you, and we can keep that up for about 10 minutes after the end of this webinar, okay? So to be safe, if you really want that, you definitely want to go ahead and sign up for the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program right now while the webinar is still going here. But we will keep that up and available for you about 10 minutes after, just in case anyone is right on the fence, okay? And the way that's going to be delivered to you is it's going to show up right inside your course members area when you log in, okay? So that's just going to be a bonus just for the people who signed up in time. There's going to be a special bonus area on the left that you'll be able to click on and access there. And many people say that that's the missing piece that really gives people the confidence and the belief they need to really get their business going. So don't let these skills just sit on paper. Go and apply them and test them out. See how they work for you, okay? And I guarantee that if you put these to work, if you learn and apply this information, you're going to see tremendous results in your sales and in your team growth just in the coming weeks. And many people notice a significant difference just in the first week of using these skills too. And if you'd like my help so you can truly master these skills in the fastest time ever, that's exactly what Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program is for and what it can do for you too. So if you make the decision to join me here today, I'm excited to hold your hand and show you in the program everything step by step so you can feel completely confident, have the support you want, and get growing. You can do this and I can help you. So let's get started making more money and an even bigger difference in the world today. All right, so I can see a list of questions coming in. Let's just take one by one. So Mary is asking, will this Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program work for any kind of product? Yes, Mary, absolutely. So I know a lot of the more common niches or common types of products, are in the skincare niche, anti-aging, wellness, weight loss, jewelry, candles, chocolate, coffee, paper, cookware, purses, accessories. So this program works for any type of product, any type of service, because it's rooted in the fundamentals of sales and marketing. Okay, so this is absolutely going to work for you, Mary, no matter which product line you're selling. Steven says, what about technical skills? What tech skills are required? Steven, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. So again, if you've made it onto this webinar here, I promise you have enough technical skills to get massive results and succeed with this program. I don't have any technical skills, and the bot building software, it's completely user-friendly, completely drag and drop, and absolutely no technical skills, no coding skills required. All right? So Jackie says, will I get the special fast action bonus if I use the PayPal credit option? Yes, Jackie, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that too. So if you use any of these three options here that are up on the screen today, any of those, you're going to get the fast action bonus if you register within, I would say, about the next 10 minutes or so. All right? So we're excited to see you in, Jackie. Priya says, does this work from any location across the world? Yes, absolutely. So the cool thing, Priya, is that we've got members inside the program right now who are from all over the world. So we've got people from Europe, we've got people from the US, we've got people from Canada, Iceland, even South Africa, New Zealand, Australia. So we've got people from all over the world. This is truly global. And yes, it does work from anywhere. As long as you have an internet connection and a computer, you're good to go. Natalia says, how long does this program last for? Natalia, this program never runs out, okay? So nothing ever expires. Your membership is for life, okay? So you just make this investment one time and you have access to absolutely everything that comes with this course and everything that comes with the training program for life, all right? So you never have to worry about your access running out or your time expiring. You've got access forever from this day moving forward. Marika says, for the payment plan, when do the payments come out? Marika, our system spaces out the payments every 30 days. So if you sign up today, you'll have that first payment go through today, and then the next one won't take place until the 30th day from right now. Okay? So you've got a full 30 days before our system will take out the second payment. And then you've also got another 30 days from then to make out the final payment. So you've got plenty of time to get your income up, get your team growing, and expand your business with these skills. Lewis says, I came in late. Is there a replay? We don't offer replays, Lewis, but I know a lot of people often want to bring their teams back once they see this training for themselves. So we're holding the webinar multiple times per week. So you can pick one time that feels good for you and you can watch the full training then. Danica says, I'm ready to sign up now. How do we get the discounted rate and the fast action bonus? Is there a promo code? Awesome, Danica. We're excited to have you in. I can't wait to help support you with this. And no, there's no promo code or nothing you have to do. Okay, so once you go to the checkout page there, the discounted rate is already going to be showing. Okay, so nothing you have to do. You're going to see all of these discounted rates already right there on the page. Annette says, as I go through the program, is there a way to get questions answered? Yes, absolutely, Annette. So that's specifically what the private mastermind group is all about. And that's included as a bonus to this program as well, that you get when you sign up. And many people say that that's their favorite part of the program altogether, right? The community, the interaction, and just networking with other like-minded people. So Molly says, I would like to have my whole team sign up. Is there a group discount rate you can offer? That's great, Molly. We're looking forward to support you and your team. And yes, we can offer you a special group rate. However, it's only for groups of 5 or more, okay? So if you've got at least 5 people, what you can do is you can email our support team. That's team@convert.org. And that's going to be listed on the checkout page there for you. So you can see how to spell that correctly. So just tell them you watched this webinar, email the support team, tell them you watched this webinar and that you would like to sign up your entire team, and just tell us how many people. And again, as long as that's more than 5 people, Molly, we can get you a real great rate through there. Well, we should probably wrap up. I know we've gone a little bit over here, so thank you everyone for your attention and thank you for your comments. I'm so glad to hear that you found these ideas helpful and that you're going to put them to use. Whether or not you decide to make the decision to join us inside the Messenger Bots for Entrepreneurs program, there is no better way to create the financial freedom, the lifestyle, to create impact out in the world, and to really evolve yourself than to build a business like you are. And so I admire you for taking the steps necessary to create the life you truly want. And the reality is, most people just aren't willing to do that. So I want to tell you that it takes commitment and it takes dedication to do what you're doing. And you've obviously someone who's got guts, courage, and vision to succeed in this business. And in my experience, you will not regret it. So thank you everyone for being here with me on the session. I wish you well. If you feel inspired to work with me, let's get started. Go ahead, click on that button on the screen or go to www.messengerbotsforentrepreneurs.com/go. I'd love to hear how all these skills work for you, so please do stay in touch. And until we connect, keep dreaming big because what you do truly makes a difference. I look forward to connecting with you all soon. Take care.